Hello, Ohio Conference delegates and friends. I've been playing with an extended metaphor lately. The idea occurred to me while watching an episode of Mozart in the Jungle. And that is that a conference minister may be like a symphony conductor. The conductor knows the score, has fine players all around her and him. The conductor sets the tempo, shushes the sections which may be too loud, draws out those which are needed for balance, concentrates on blend and interpretation, and makes sure that every artist in the orchestra understands how important each is, no matter what part they play or where they sit. Together, the players, and sometimes singers too, rehearse and rehearse and rehearse. But the conductor sees the whole ensemble and hears all the parts, as together they paint a masterpiece of sound. And then, finally, they share their work in public. At the risk of extending the metaphor too far, there's at least one problem to consider. Often, the symphony has guest conductors. It's a wonderful experience of different expertise and nuances of interpretation, but the interests of a new conductor sometimes allow certain details to go unattended, or there may be too much change, or too little consistency, or not enough time for all the players to become enthusiastic in making beautiful music. An interim time can result in a sense of incompleteness, of more yet to be done. I feel that urgency for the Ohio Conference. There's much yet to do. Many more rehearsals are needed, and new compositions need to be auditioned. When they're heard, there may be applause, maybe not, but the response provides important additional perspectives to consider. Oh yes, one more illustration from the symphonic world. In each section of players, there's a first chair person. The first chair players are the chief assistants to the conductor. They guide their sections through the rehearsals and into the concerts. But there my metaphor tends to weaken. The Reverend Dr. Thomas Dipko, former Ohio Conference minister, names another role for pastors which I believe fits also conference ministries. In the United Church Book of Worship, Dr. Dipko writes, "The role has been compared with that of a first chair musician or concert master rather than with that of a conductor. It's clearly the function of ordained ministers to work in close collaboration." To work in close collaboration. The masterwork we currently refer to as the Ohio Conference is more about ensemble than solos. And that makes a great segue to the Reverend David Long Higgins, who is quite literally a gifted first chair violin player. David is a concert maestro who plays from inside the ensemble rather than from a podium somewhere. As Ohio Conference Transitional Conference Minister, David joins this symphony during an awesome moment in a time when Ohio Conference is reflecting how we've been playing this same music for so many years, while at the same time exploring new styles and a new sound for being the church in this time. What an amazing concert is in store for the United Church of Christ, gathered as a people of God in this region. And David will help you. David will help you pay close attention to the one true conductor, the God who calls us together to fill this world with melodies of joy and hope, with the rhythms of peace and justice, with psalms and songs to praise God for mighty saving deeds of grace. And so with that I say, fare thee well now with a certain joy. It's not about being glad to finish an interim position in Ohio Conference. It is about gratitude for the privilege of being part of your symphony for a while. Years ago, in a gift shop at Nof Ginnesur Kibbutz, alongside the Sea of Galilee, I found a plaque with a blessing both simple and profound. It expresses my prayer for the peace, health, and wholeness of the conference in Northern Kentucky, West Virginia, and Ohio.
Goodbye, dear friends, goodbye.